Hafa and welcome back to KUAM's television special Inside Ground Hero. We are in day 2 of the mission in the city of So Good. And as you can see, even before we got here, hundreds of people began lining up seeking medical attention. It was another early start, a 5 a.m. call time and a briefing on the bus from Dr. Hoa Win on the layout for today's medical mission.
It's a big gymnasium that this one is closed, so there's not much ventilation there.
This meant that we were in store for another long, hot day. After a 2-hour bus ride, we arrived to our destination, the city of So Good in Cebu. Another day! Unlike in Bantayan, the mayor's staff already staged the triage, primary care, the makeshift operating room, OB/GYN, dentistry, and pharmacy areas.
Thank you for setting up so nice. I'm going to tell them what I want them to do, so I kind of speak for a lot of people too, okay? But same thing that the older people that can stay down here, and elderly and other people can stay up there to wait to be seen, okay? Okay, good.
Immediately, our island heroes got to work to help the hundreds of So Good residents who were already waiting in line in need of medical attention.
When she coughs, there's blood, and this has been going on for 4 years.
Sometimes no.
So we're worried about tuberculosis with coughing of blood.
That's not
Right, but so we have an antibiotic that will help, but will not cure her cough.
The most critical component of the makeshift urgent care facility was the pharmacy, the last stop where patients pick up their medications. The lines were long, and at times it seemed patience was wearing thin. The pharmacy was handled by Team Guam and representatives from the St. Luke's Medical Center. Mary Eusebio is the wife of vascular surgeon Dr. Ricardo Eusebio. Your husband said this mission is extra special to him because you're with him and you're actually seeing what he does.
I've seen him operate in a controlled environment. I've seen him operate, actually I was able to scrub in on one of the cases, but the reason why obviously this is meaningful for us is that, first of all, no one is looking for any recognition here. Number 2, this is really giving back to what we have been given, which is a tremendous amount, which is on Guam.
The makeshift urgent care facility was set up in a gym in the barangay of Poblacion. In total, there are 18 barangays in So Good, a little less than half of which are located along the coastline, with the rest situated in the mountainous area of the city. The population of So Good is over 30,000 people. Mayor Lisa Marie Durano Strigan.
Although we were not, as what you call it, ground zero, So Good was still affected. Although you cannot see it from where we are now, although our gym, the roof is kind of destroyed. And but most of our mountain barangays are the ones that are affected. When the wind turned around, so it was not like Tacloban. Tacloban was really wiped out by the storm surge. That's not our case here. It's more on the wind, and it hit the mountain barangays.
Dr. Ariel Roque has called So Good home for the last 15 years. He is the only physician working as a municipal health officer for the So Good mayor's office.
What are some of the, wounds people have been coming about that are coming here today?
Mostly they are all senior citizens. They have hypertension, diabetes, and all the kids are having cough and colds.
That was evident as lone pediatrician Dr. Milicor Fojas was inundated with children who needed to be seen by a doctor.
8 years old.
Ang tubabag ito, 16 kilos po yan. May lagnat ba? Ear problem.
It was, however, when a 4-year-old boy that was brought in from one of the mountain barangays that Guam's physicians and nurses had an emergency situation on their hands.
We have a sick the past night, and then I tell my husband that
We have a medical mission and so good now.
Where's the IV?
I don't know.
Francis, give me IV. Clark, where's Johnny?
4-year-old Ken Sumayang had a temperature of 103 degrees. He went into a seizure as he was brought into the makeshift clinic. With limited resources on hand, the team had to think and act quickly. Ken's older brother stood by in tears.
Good boy. A little bit of time. Okay. Okay. A little bit of time. Good. Okay, just keep it cool.
Yeah, we need to just lower down the
Nurses Frances Nick Dow and Charlene Rafam began preparations to insert an IV to hydrate little Ken.
I don't have a tourniquet. Yeah, that's right. That's what you use. Yeah, just tape it and that's it.
Improvise. Improvise. Okay.
Just carry it. Carry it.
You got me a fan right here? A fan?
Atras! Please, atras!
Sabrina, he's have a febrile seizure, and we try to do now is just cool him down as best as we can with the rub alcohol and put the fan on him and give him some IV hydration. If his temperature drops, he won't seize.
And I noticed you were saying we have to improvise.
We have to improvise. We don't have any, we call it a board for the IV. So we just grab a tongue depressor and use that as a board for his hand because they got to keep his wrist kind of straight. Seizures can be pretty scary for the parent. The key here is to lower down his temperature. If you lower down his temperature, he won't seize.
How long is he expected to be here?
He'll probably be here for the whole day.
As baby Ken recovered, another intense situation unfolded, this time in the OB/GYN clinic, where an ultrasound unveiled that a baby was in a breech or upside down position.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the baby so the baby can stay down. Okay, so you gotta make sure. Now when I turn the baby, sometimes the baby's heart rate can go down, but I'm gonna take a look to make sure it's okay. Is that okay? Is that okay? Okay. Okay, so the baby's head is there. Hang on, okay? Hang on. I'll help you turn the baby, okay? Okay, I got the baby's head here. You okay? Okay. Okay, stay right there. Basically, she was gonna deliver at home. And if you deliver in a breech position, what happens is that the cord can get, come out before the head actually come out, and that can actually cause what we call a core accident. And we don't want, in Guam, we usually don't deliver breeches vaginally. And it's kind of dangerous. Maybe in the Philippines they do, but the mortality and morbidity is very, very high. And especially if she's going to deliver at home. So what we did was do the external cephalic version, and basically what that is turning the baby from breech position down to the vertex position. So now the baby's head down.
Including the third day of mission in San Remio, the heroes from St. Luke's Medical Center and the Guam Medical Association treated close to 3,000 patients. It was mission accomplished.
It's awesome. It's a great privilege to be here to do this. It's everything I would imagine that it would be.
As much as you can, come out and help. The Philippines is a great place to be. It's also a great place to help. They need a lot of help. The little bit I do is not even a drop in the ocean.
It's very life-changing, and I think what us coming here as volunteers, what we get out of it is a thank you that they give us when they look us in the eye or they hold our hand, because we know we've changed a life in some way, way, some form or another.
So it's really good. It's a really good experience. It gives me the opportunity to, as a nurse, you're supposed to think critically. Like, what are you going to do at this time when it happens? This is the first mission I've ever been on. So it was great.
That experience right now is mainly what I do as a nurse. The priority is to take care of the patients first, priority. That's the reason why we came here, to help the people. And this has actually been a great experience for us and all of us.
The mission is to help these people, but it's also helping us. You know, we realize that, you know, how good we have it. And it helps us put life into perspective. So I think it's also, you know, it's a learning experience, but it's very gratifying to know that you're helping people out.
As for baby Ken, at the end of the day, he was fine, with a toy in hand and sitting in his mother's lap, who was appreciative of our island's heroes.
Thank you so much to the doctors and to all the midwife and the dentist. All of you, thank you.
This mission is just the beginning, as the Guam Medical Association and the St. Luke's Medical Center have 2 more planned in the future.
We're not hero, you know. Philippines are our neighbor, and we just do what we can do to help our neighbor. And I'm sure that anything happens to Guam, they do the same thing for us.
We hope these stories will inspire you to help others. On behalf of the Guam Medical Association, the St. Luke's Medical Center, and of course the stations of KUAM, thanks for watching, and remember, you can be a hero too.